The Woman Who Owned the Beaver's Head by Mr. French. Read by Frank Blissett. Once there lived two women who were very rich. They had very much to eat and to wear. They had a beaver which, if they ever lost it, would make them become very poor. Now near them lived an old man and his grandson, and they were likewise very poor. Very often the boy used to come to these women to beg for something to eat and to wear. When the boy grew up, he became very desirous of stealing this beaver, but was afraid to do so. One day a man came to his house who had heard of these women, but he was not permitted to go near them. He told the boy that if he would kill the beaver and put its head into a birch bark bag, he would become very rich and the woman very poor. One day when the boy was returning from a hunting trip, he passed by the house where the two women lived and saw the beaver straight ahead of him. He shot the beaver, cut off its head, and threw it into a bag which he had made for the purpose. The body he threw into a pile of brushwood. Then he started off again, and he saw that everything the woman possessed was following him. There were berries of all kinds, animals, and clothing. He ran home as fast as he could and told his grandfather that he had with him the beaver's head and all the riches that belonged to the two women. The old man became frightened and told the boy to take it back, for they would surely die if they kept what they had stolen. The boy, however, refused. The next day, before the boy went away, 3 women came to him. One of them was very beautiful. They told him that they would give him the beautiful woman if he gave up the beaver's head, but he refused. Then one of them struck him a blow which knocked him unconscious. Then the woman took from him the beaver's head and all the riches. When the boy came to, he saw his grandfather lying on the floor with his head cut off and the beaver's head gone. He made up his mind that he would get the head again. Now no one was allowed to go near the head, which was hanging in some basswood bark and was protected on all sides by stakes which were instructed to tell if anyone came near. The boy was afraid to go near the head, and for a long time he wondered how he could manage to get there. Then a thought struck him he would get a mouse to go and chew the basswood bark off and bring him the head. The next evening, as he was walking towards the head, he met a mouse. He asked the mouse if he would not go and chew off the bark which held the beaver's head, and when he brought him the head, he would give him a pumpkin. So, after dark, the mouse was at his work, chewing off the bark, and before daylight the boy had the head in his hands. He took it home, and now he and his grandfather are very rich. That was The Woman Who Owned the Beaver's Head by Mr. French. Read by Frank Blissett.